could be potentially responsible for a civil fine of upwards of $591 per day, and it could even turn into a criminal offense that could lead up to a $10,000 fine and even 2 years imprisonment. I know I was surprised when I found that out, because if you don't file a form online before January 1st of 2025, this is what could happen. If you're a monetized YouTube creator, or if you've had a small business that you structured through your state's Secretary of State, such as like a limited liability company, a limited liability corporation, a limited liability partnership, or a limited partnership, or a corporation or an S corporation, the U.S. Treasury Department, they have a division called the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, otherwise known as FinCEN, the Beneficial Owners Information. It's basically a Corporate Transparency Act follow-through, which requires them to try to find anyone that's trying to hide or use any kind of illicit operations through these small entities. Because if you're large enough, like a corporation with over $5 million worth of revenue and more than 20 employees, apparently they figure those big corporations already, big companies, anyone like that is going to have enough filing through the IRS that they would be able to keep an eye on any of those transactions. But it's the smaller companies and the smaller entities, like limited liability companies and small operations with very few employees, that apparently are being used by some nefarious operators that do things and basically channel money. So they are trying to have us all get on record. Apparently they're going to share this information with other federal agencies and even other countries, foreign countries, like for banking institutions that are trying to do their due diligence about their clients and customers. And so they need to know whether and who is in charge and managing these small companies. And that really directly relates to us in the YouTube creator economy. If you've established some sort of a limited liability company, I personally have one myself, and it's never really been a huge money maker. It's just sort of a side hustle, and I've continued to use that because I've already got the necessary federal tax ID I can use for my monetized YouTube channel here. But again, I was taken aback, given I'm only we're about a month and a half out from the end of the year here, and that's when that deadline takes place. And luckily, the bank in which I do all my business accounting with, they sent me an email just saying that I may be responsible for filing this. So certainly I did go out and I checked into it, and they were right. I actually did have to file some online forms to show who I am. This form is now filed and was successfully accepted by the U.S. Treasury Department, by this FinCEN. I just wanted to share it with you because I was taken aback by it. If you've established your business entity before January 1 of 2024, you have until January 1 of 2025 to get this filed. But if you've been establishing this organization of your business after January 1 of 2024, you only have 90 days. And if you have a business entity created after January 1 of 2025, you only have 30 days to file this. I just thought it was worth sharing because I was taken aback by this filing requirement. I haven't seen it in the media or talked about anywhere or any news articles. So I thought it'd be good to share it here and get the message out in case you're a monetized YouTube creator and aren't aware of it. Look into it. I'll put the website down below. It's basically fencen.gov/BOI. That BOI standing for the Beneficial Owners Information. Check it out. Go through they've got a bunch of information about whether you have to do it or not before the January 1 of 2025. Hope this helps, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in.